Milton and Hubble books. Just reading Tony Ortega's post about the Garcia case and the search for arbitrators for a refund case. Here's my boggle. Since all Scientologists, even public, are dealt into a kind of sales commission scheme for bringing in new people, like 15%, doesn't that make every Scientologist financially vested in the success of the church? Therefore, in selecting an arbitrator among persons of good standing, that means you're also required to select people who are financially entangled in the outcome of the church's activities. Since all Scientologists in good standing are financially entangled in the operation of the church, doesn't that make the original arbitration clause invalid from the start? Ignoring religion for a moment and simply looking at the money flow, the Garcias can make a case that all good standing members have too much money at stake to be objective. Okay, so you can see I drew this question out from quite a while ago because the Garcias arbitration has already happened and the judge basically kicked it out, and they're now under appeal. But I wanted to take up this question because I wanted to talk about this sales commission business and also indicate why the Garcias did not use this as a potential defense or a potential point in their case, since they were the ones bringing the case. Okay. Not everyone, the Venn diagram of Scientologists and Scientologists who get commissions or people who get commissions is not one for one. Okay, it's not. Not all Scientologists do the things necessary to get financially entangled with the church that way. In fact, very few do. Very few. What you're talking about are called FSM commissions, Field Staff Member Commissions. Every single Scientologist is appointed a field staff member. That means that they are considered an extension of the organization that they are taking services at. They're a staff member, but they're out in the field. See, they're not like a contracted staff member who's actually working in the organization. It's just a designation or a title that they give all Scientologists. As a field staff member, they're entitled to a certain percentage. It's been 15% in the past. I don't know what it is now. A percentage of sales that they get of Scientology services. So if they go bring somebody in to the church or on their own sell a person Scientology services like courses or books or lectures, or they bring the person in and they sit down with the salesperson and they get the person to sign up. They actually work with the salespeople to get the person signed up. Then they are entitled to that commission. There are a small number of Scientologists, like we're talking less than about 10 or 15 or so worldwide, who full-time do this for a living. That's all they do is they just work on getting people into Scientology, and they make a living doing it off of these commissions. Many, many Scientologists talk to their friends or their family about it, but they're not very good at sales. They're not very good at getting them over the barriers and problems and things that the people say, like Scientology, dude, have you seen Leah's show? Like, okay, that conversation's over, right? But if they can successfully get somebody to buy a Hubbard book or come into the org, then they are on track to start, getting those commissions. So in all the years I was in Scientology, right, I managed to, as a public person, when I was really excited about it, as a high schooler, I brought, two of my high school friends into the church. One of them I got signed up for one course, and then he quit after that. And the other one I didn't even get signed up for one course. And then over the years that I was in Scientology, I was constantly working with the public to try to get them to bring more people in, especially in the later years that I was involved when I was doing all that recovery work, because I wanted help, and I needed help from these people to get their friends and family in. So I was constantly working on their salesmanship, and even then, hardly any of them would ever bring somebody in. Or they would bring in somebody who was already a Scientologist that they knew they were friends with, who had taken off for a while, and they brought them back in. So small percentage of Scientologists who actually take advantage of this. And that's why it would not work as a defense, because Obviously, you could just select arbitrators who had not received any FSM commissions if that really became an issue. I don't know, as far as I can tell, from my experience with the Garcia case, I don't think that was ever even brought up as a point, but it would be easily countered by Scientology if it was. So that's the answer to that question.